Zoomer Radio, AM 740, downtown Toronto, FM 96.7. Bing Crosby teaming up there with the Andrews sisters and Don't Fence Me In. And there is a reason why we brought you that song this morning here at 8 minutes after 9 o'clock.
That's pretty cool. Indeed, it does connect. I'll tell you, I want to mention something straight off here. 2 months today, November the 20th, I am taking a long-planned holiday with my husband, Neil. I mentioned this. We're celebrating our 20th anniversary. We decided to go to Nevada. So we're all booked, ready to go, in particular Las Vegas, because we'd never been. However, I find out there's more to Nevada than just Las Vegas.
That's right.
So on that regard, we want to welcome from TravelNevada, Chris. Is it Chris Moran?
Yeah.
Super. Welcome.
Hi, Chris.
Thanks.
I couldn't read my scribble
Thanks for
here.
having me.
Welcome to the show. Thanks for being had. I guess that's one of the keys. I mean, we talk about don't fence me in, and we'll get to why that specific phrase resonates in just a second. But one of the ideas that you're here to remind people is Las Vegas is a whole, Nevada's a whole state.
Yes.
It's not just about Vegas.
Yeah. We have, most people are familiar with Las Vegas, but just outside of Las Vegas, there's so many natural resources, natural places to visit. You've got rock climbing at Red Rock Canyon National Conservation Area. That's just like 20, if you're up for that kind of thing, that's
I'm ready.
just like 20 minutes west of the Strip. And then, of course, east of the Strip, we have our largest national park, the Valley of Fire. And it's named after these red sandstone structures that are there. It's stunning. It's very.
So there's no actual fire.
There's no actual fire, but you may have seen this fire if you watched Star Trek Generations, because they do a lot of filming there. And that movie where Kirk dies,
that was shot there.
And I don't know, the original Total Recall with Arnold Schwarzenegger, that was shot there.
Nice.
I think
You're
because
kidding me. I love them. I love both of those. I remember the whole
so
Kirk
maybe you
dies
have
scene.
seen Valley of Fire, but it's because of the red sandstone. It does sort of resemble Mars a little bit.
Nice.
So and that's just about an hour east of the Vegas area. And then what I'm really excited about, and I still have to go there. I don't know if you guys knew this, but there is skiing in Las Vegas.
No.
Yes. There. It's called Lee Canyon, and it's just like an hour. I've skied there.
Okay.
But that whole area is known as Mount Charleston, and it's they just opened a visitor center a few years ago. Because of the change in elevation, there's a lot of different biospheres, and there's a visitor center that you can learn about those areas and do some hiking. If you're really ambitious, you can hike Mount Charleston. It's kind of a higher peak. I don't know what it is in meters, but I think in feet, it's got to be 10,000. So it's like the largest peak in the area.
I'll tell you, Chris, your timing's great, because I said to my husband, I can only do so much in the way of gambling. Like, I love the fact that I'm going to Vegas, but to know that I can branch out with this Don't Fence Me In. Why come out with that Don't Fence Me In?
It's part of our campaign to say Nevada is a sort of welcoming, and it's just you can do what you want to do there. It's just sort of more a feeling like, it's because, outside of Vegas, there's a lot of wide open space. It's just, don't fence me in, enjoy yourself, do what you need to do, do what you want to do.
So if I'm already, let's say hypothetically, that I'm already coming to Vegas and I'm going to go do something there, I'm assuming from what you're telling me that there's a whole pile of day trips I can take that are out that get me, like you said earlier, off the Strip. I mean, a ton of places within. If I'm going and I'm renting a car once I get there anywhere, a ton of places to go outside.
Right. And then one thing I didn't mention, and you might know, is that Hoover Dam is very close, and that's in Boulder City, which is about an hour east. But there's a lot of recreational stuff to do there too. If you wanted to see Hoover Dam like from a more athletic or outdoorsy thing, there's like kayak tours below the dam, because it's the Colorado River is dammed, and then Black Canyon is below that. So that's a fun way, and they tell you about the dam, but you're kind of doing something physical too.
Yeah.
You can also Lake Mead is created by the dam, and there's a lot of activity on that too.
See, I like this. Eva, this is right up your alley. So we're talking kayaking,
Kayaks?
climbing a mountain.
Absolutely.
Like this
I can do
screams
that.
Eva D to me.
I've got so much energy. What else can I possibly do? I could fly.
Right. You could fly if you wanted to do. Well, there's a couple outfitters that do helicopter tours.
Nice.
Like if you wanted to do, well, of course, the Hoover Dam. A lot of them. I've done the Hoover Dam, like doing the strip. But there's you can get to Grand Canyon that way too, which is in Arizona. But Las Vegas is sort of the closest access point.
When you go back, is there a possibility there might be room for, say, a DJ in your carry-on?
I only brought. Yeah, I did. Yeah, can you fit in that?
I can roll up into a little ball. My yoga instructor says I'm good with that.
Neil, we'll take an extra bag. You can join Carrie and I. No. So tell me, Chris, is this something I need to plan now? I'm all set. I leave 2 months today. Do I need to plan ahead for these kind of things in Nevada?
I think you don't have to plan that far ahead.
Okay.
There's several outfitters.
Okay.
There's also something called Pink Jeep Tours that I kind of wanted to mention.
I saw that. Pink Jeep. What is that?
And they're very distinctive because their Jeeps are
pink. Okay.
Hence the name the Pink Jeeps. Okay, I get this now.
And you can, when they come pick you up at the hotel, it's easy to see that is your car.
Wow.
But they do a lot of the tours up to Red Rock Canyon. They do them to Lake Mead. They will kind of take you around. So that's a good outfitter to check out too.
Okay.
So easiest way, if there is such a thing as maybe one-stop shopping for information on all the other stuff I can do in Nevada, where do I go?
If you're online, go to TravelNevada.ca.
TravelNevada.ca. Okay.
We are the state of Nevada, so we promote travel throughout Nevada. And there's, I know Las Vegas is a big entry point and the one that people know about. But if you're interested in, kind of branching out, of doing a little more longer type of trip, we have road trips from Las Vegas. You can drive up the Great Basin Highway to the national park that is completely within our borders, and that's Great Basin National Park. Nice. And this is so weird because Las Vegas is so urban, and so that's where all our people are.
Right.
And then you go to Great Basin, and it's one of the most remote parks, but it's amazing.
Great Basin National Park.
It has this is interesting. So it has a cave system, and you can tour that cave system through a guided tour. But it also has one of our tallest peaks, Wheeler Peak. So you can go from lowest to highest. It's also a national, the International Dark Skies Society has, it's a dark skies park.
Right.
Because of its lack of light pollution. You can see the Milky Way. They have a astronomy festival every September, and I think it is this coming weekend. But and there's also an observatory there, not open to the public, but a scientific.
I wanted to go there forever because you can see. I think somebody said you can see in that particular. You can see more than 15,000 stars in that park.
It's stunning, and a lot of rural Nevada is like that. There's a town called Tonopah, which is like if you were going to drive from Las Vegas, which is sort of on the lower end, the southern end, and drive up north to Reno, which is our other big urban area. There's a town in the middle called Tonopah, which is an old mining town, and that is USA Today, a domestic paper. It was voted best place to view dark sky. It's because also it has no light pollution, so that you can see the Milky Way with the naked eye, and it's just a really cool break if you wanted to do that trip from Las Vegas up to Reno.
Who knew there was another side?
Right.
Who knew there was another side other than Vegas?
That's Chris Moran from Travel Nevada. Thanks for coming in.
Thank
and
you.
Us this morning.
Thank you so much for having us.
And let's talk about that carry-on thing because I
for sure.
I can roll up into
we
a
could
really
do
small
it.
ball. I won't set off the scanners at the airport or anything.
Not too much.
Chris, thanks for coming.
Thanks,
Chris.
so much, you guys.
Happy gang here with a peek out our own AccuWindow at surprisingly Nevadan-style weather here in Toronto this week.
Yeah, you're right. Actually, it's better than Nevada today. For the next several days, my goodness, we've got sunshine. Let's start with sunny, hot, humid conditions today right into next week. The only sign of rain will happen 1 week today. There's a chance of precipitation Wednesday. Otherwise, we're looking at these hot conditions. Highs today, 27, feeling 33. On the weekend, up to 29, humidex 34. And of course, we welcome in fall officially on Friday with some absolutely great weather. Downtown Toronto, 19 or 66 Fahrenheit.
What if there was a paint that completely rewrote paint's genetic code and gave colors a whole new life? That's what Benjamin Moore did. Reinvent paint.